Hi, my name is Mike Gardner. I'm running for the 7th District County Commission seat for Genesee County, which includes Flushing City and Township, Montrose City and Township, City of Clio, Vienna, and Thetford Township. I'm running on the Republican ticket. I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters for giving me the opportunity to speak to you. They've asked 4 questions they'd like me to answer. I'm going to go through those in as much detail as possible, then after that give you a little bit of myself off the cuff. The first question is, how do you perceive the responsibility of the County Board of Commissioners to the citizens of their district and to the county as a whole? When it comes to the citizens of my district, first and foremost, it is communication, it's being available, and it's saying things that you may not like to hear, but it's truly how I feel. One thing I say to people as I'm campaigning is, I don't expect you to agree with me 100% of the time, but what I say to your face is the same thing I would say to your back. I'm tired of having politicians say one thing to please you, and then you're watching them on TV and they're doing something completely different. So right out of the gate, I'd like to say, don't expect me to be that perfect person that you always agree with, but I will honestly tell you what my beliefs are. And even if we disagree, I want you to call me again on the same issue. We should be able to talk about things civilly, and after that vote, go on to the next item. But communication and being available, I think, is key. And that's key for people who are in my district, but I also want to extend that same communication to everybody in Genesee County. The decisions that I vote on for our county will affect everyone. And even though you may not be able to vote for me, I still want to be available to you to have that discussion. The next question is, as a county commissioner, which board would you want to serve on and why? I have one committee that I would like to serve on, and that is the Budget Subcommittee. I truly believe that the state that our county is in is so dire that we really need to focus on the budget. When I speak to a lot of people on the doorsteps, I will usually give them one of my stretched pennies. And I tell them that my goal is to go through that budget, cut out the waste, so that we can stretch every penny. And the reason we need to stretch every penny is we have priorities. We have to accept the fact that county government cannot do everything, but they have certain things that they need to do. Infrastructure, our court systems, public safety. When it comes to infrastructure, a lot of people think about roads. Infrastructure is a lot more than just roads. We've got county drains and ditches. And I can say personally, as I've been out going door to door, I've experienced it, and I'm sure you've seen it, probably right in your own neighborhood, where you stop at a stop sign, and then when it's time to go, you can't tell if a car is coming because the trees are so overgrown, you can't look down the road. That is something, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, we all agree is a proper function. If that's a proper function that all of us can agree on, why is it that it's not being taken care of? And that's where we need to prioritize our spending to take care of these basics. The county continues to face declining revenues. What are your budget priorities? Please explain. That's going to basically be a repeat of my last answer. It comes down to our infrastructure, our court systems, and public safety. We have to take care of these basics. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in economics. And one thing I know for sure is if we want to actually be able to revitalize the Flint and Genesee County area, we have to have sound infrastructure. If you're looking to start a business in the Genesee County area, you want to know that your water pipes, your sewer pipes, this basic infrastructure, your court systems are functioning properly. If we can provide that basic framework, people will come to Genesee County. What changes, if any, in the structure of county government would you recommend and why? The biggest change that I would like to see at the county level is our meetings. Right now, the meetings are held during the daytime when everybody's working. I serve as a Flushing Township trustee, and I've been a township trustee for a total of 8 years. Our meetings are at 7 p.m. on a Thursday. People come to the meetings. They participate. And yes, people are able to go to the county meetings, but you have to admit, when it's during the daytime, it makes it that much more difficult. Being an elected county commissioner, I think it's our obligation to be available to people. Voice your concerns. Again, we're not always going to agree, but that first step is communication. And that's what I think is truly most important. Those are the 4 questions that the League of Women Voters had that they wanted me to cover. Just a little bit about me. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree from in economics. My bachelor's is from Northwood University in Midland, Michigan, and my master's is from Walsh College in Troy. I've taught economics as an adjunct. I've worked for a total of 10 years at a company called C.H. Robinson. We're a third-party logistics firm. And when I was younger, I actually had 2 small businesses. I had a recycling business in high school, and I was proud to say I had 1 customer, and I did that for about 3 years, but it was a great learning experience. And I also had a lawn care and landscaping business that I was able to grow to well over 100 accounts. I've owned businesses. I've worked hard in those businesses. I've had employees, so I've done that side of life. I have 2 children, and they're 3 and 5. I love them very much, and one of the reasons I'm even involved in politics is because I'm concerned with where our county is going, where our state is going, and where our country is going. We have to realize that what our country was founded on was freedom, a limited government that takes care of the basics. You have to remember that a government big enough to give you everything you want is big enough to take everything you have. And it's a scary thought, but we have to set proper boundaries. What is the proper role? What is not the proper role? Once we set these proper boundaries, we can start to have good services delivered to the people. But we can't do everything for everyone, which is why I believe we need to focus on our infrastructure, our court systems, and public safety. If there's any questions that I wasn't able to answer, please feel free to contact me. My personal cell phone number is 810-577-2483, or you may email me at votegardner@hotmail.com. That's VOTEGARDNER@hotmail.com. Thank you very much for the time, and please make sure and vote. The election is on November 6th, and polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. One last reminder, the ballot is 2 pages long, front and back, so there's a total of 4 pages. Please make sure and fill out all pages. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.